Welcome to the Alcohol Reset, the podcast that helps you reset your habits, health, and relationship with alcohol without judgment or extremes. If you're looking to cut back, take a break, or just understand how drinking can affect your body and mind, you're in the right place. Each episode brings you science-backed insights on neuroscience, nutrition, and habit change to help you feel better, sleep deeper, and take control on your terms. This podcast is brought to you by Cloud9, makers of Daily Restore, a once-a-day supplement to support your body from alcohol's effects, and Rise and Unwind AM/PM, a 24-hour combo to curb cravings, balance mood, and improve sleep when taking a break. Go to trycloud9.com and use the code PODCAST to save 15% on your next order. I'm Mike Hardenbrook, best-selling author, neuroscience enthusiast, and habit change expert. I've helped thousands through my book and podcast to rethink their drinking, and now I'm here to help you do the same. Let's get started. You know, I'm always geeking out about the latest advancements in wellness, especially when it comes to supporting healthier drinking habits. Well, today I'm diving deep into a powerful tool, one that has some seriously fascinating research backing it up. It's called N-Acetylcysteine, or NAC for short. Now, you might have come across it in detox supplements or hangover cures, but this stuff goes way beyond easing a rough morning. What's got me really excited is the emerging science, suggesting this could actually help people drink less, and not just in the short term, but potentially for the long haul. One study that really caught my eye was published back in 2018. Researchers were looking at folks trying to quit smoking weed, and they gave some participants NAC while others received a placebo. The interesting thing is reducing alcohol consumption wasn't even part of the study's goal. But get this, the group taking NAC ended up drinking about 30% less alcohol, completely by accident. They weren't even focused on cutting back on booze, which makes this finding even more intriguing. It suggests that NAC might be working on a deeper level, influencing the brain's reward pathways in a way that reduces the desire for alcohol, even when it's not the primary target. And it's not just that one study. In 2024, researchers specifically focused on NAC and alcohol use disorder. They worked with 42 participants, some of whom had liver disease related to alcohol, and gave them either NAC or a placebo for 28 days. The results were pretty compelling. The group taking NAC saw a significant decrease in the number of drinks they had each day. So how did this stuff actually work? Well, to understand that, we need to take a look at a key neurotransmitter in the brain called glutamate. Glutamate plays a huge role in our reward and pleasure systems. Now, alcohol throws a wrench into the delicate balance of glutamate in the brain, leading to those intense cravings and the feeling of needing a drink to feel normal. What it seems to do is help restore that balance. It acts as what's called a glutamate modulator, meaning it helps regulate the levels of glutamate in the brain, making those cravings less intense, and potentially easing the withdrawal symptoms that often lead people back to drinking. But NAC's benefits go beyond just modulating glutamate. It's also a powerful antioxidant, meaning it helps protect your cells from damage caused by free radicals. And let's be real, alcohol can wreak havoc on your body, generating a ton of those harmful free radicals. This antioxidant effect is especially important for the liver, which takes the brunt of alcohol's impact. By scavenging those free radicals, NAC helps protect the liver from damage and supports its natural detoxification processes. And here's where it gets even more interesting. NAC isn't just showing promise for alcohol. It's also being investigated for its potential to help people struggling with other tough-to-kick habits, like cocaine, methamphetamines, and even cigarettes. What researchers are finding is that NAC might play a crucial role in helping people stay on track after they've decided to quit. This is huge because we all know how powerful those cravings can be, especially in those early days of recovery. NAC seems to help dampen those cravings and make it easier to resist those urges to slip back into old patterns. For instance, a 2018 review of multiple studies found that NAC actually doubled abstinence rates in adolescents trying to quit cannabis compared to a placebo. And when it comes to tobacco, there's some evidence that NAC might enhance long-term quit success rates, especially when combined with other support systems. And what's really fascinating to me is that NAC isn't some kind of pharmaceutical magic bullet. It's a naturally occurring compound found in foods like poultry and onions. It's even produced naturally in our bodies. The fact that something so simple and natural could have such a profound impact on addiction and recovery is pretty mind-blowing. It really speaks to the incredible power of our bodies and the potential for natural solutions to support our well-being. And that brings me back to why I'm so passionate about NAC and why we've made it a key ingredient in our Cloud9 Daily Restore and Rise and Unwind formulas. You see, at Cloud9, our mission is to provide you with real effective support backed by the best science available. We're not about quick fixes or masking symptoms. We're all about giving your body the tools it needs to thrive, to restore balance, and to support your natural healing processes. And we believe that NAC is an incredibly valuable tool in that journey, especially when it comes to easing up on alcohol and building healthier habits for the long term. But here's the thing, even with all this promising research, I want to be clear that NAC isn't a miracle cure. It's not a magic bullet that will instantly erase cravings or make willpower obsolete. What it is a powerful tool that can work in synergy with your own efforts to make positive changes. It's about giving your body and brain that extra edge in the fight against unhealthy habits. But what I find so cool about NAC is that it addresses the underlying issues, not just the surface symptoms. It's about restoring that delicate balance in your brain chemistry, supporting your body's natural detoxification processes, and empowering you to make choices that align with your goals for a healthier and happier life. So you might be asking, Mike, if NAC is so great, why isn't everyone talking about it? Why isn't it a household name? I think part of it is it's still relatively early in terms of research, especially when it comes to its applications for addiction and habit change. But the research is growing rapidly, and I'm confident that as more and more people become aware of NAC's potential, it will become an increasingly important part of the conversation around well-being and recovery. And that's what I find so inspiring about this whole field. We're constantly learning more about the incredible complexity of the human body and the brain and discovering new ways to support our health and well-being. And for me, NAC is a perfect example of that. It's a reminder that there's always more to learn, always new possibilities to explore, and that even in the face of challenges like addiction, there's hope and there's help. So if you're on a journey to reduce your alcohol intake, to break free from unhealthy habits, or simply to enhance your overall well-being, I encourage you to keep an open mind about the potential and see if it might be a valuable tool for you. And as always, I'm here to support you every step of the way. Keep those questions coming, keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible, and keep up the amazing work you're doing. That's a wrap for today's episode. If you got something out of this, do me a quick favor, leave a rating and review on whatever podcast platform you're listening on. It helps keep the show going and would mean the world to me. Got ideas, comments, or questions? Shoot me an email at mike@trycloud9.com. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're looking for extra support, check out Cloud9, makers of Daily Restore, a once-a-day supplement to support your body from alcohol's effects, and Rise and Unwind AM/PM, a 24-hour combo to curb cravings, balance mood, and improve sleep when taking a break. Go to trycloud9.com and use the code PODCAST to save 15% on your next order. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time.